So with 2022 ending, I feel like we should do a tribute to all those Cessnas that went down this year. So I went through all the Cessna crashes from this channel, and we're going to see if there's any trends, look at all the interesting things that happened in 2022. Let's check it out. I'm going to try to go through this quickly. January 9th, 2022. If you remember, this Cessna lands on the railroad and gets cleaned by the train. This was in Pacoima, Washington, a Cessna 172H. The pilot survived, was pulled out just in time. I can't believe this happened. There's the police there pulling the pilot out to safety. And then here it is here. The plane is just destroyed. Here it is in all its glory. But let's move on. January 11th, 2022, a Cessna 210L nose gear malfunction in Paraguay. Skids in here. Good job to the pilot. No injuries. Here it is up close. Good one there. January 18th, 2022, wind gusts caused this Cessna 120 to hit a fuel truck in Wisconsin, if you remember. A lot of fuel trucks got beat up in 2022. Here you can see this one is no exception. And then now moving on, we have a Cessna 195 flip after loss of engine power and force landed on I-95 in Florida. This was January 31st, 2022. That's the aircraft there in all its glory. And let's move on. February 4th, 2022, this Cessna 207, not much left of it as it burned in Peru. It was a tour company. Looking at the Nazca lines, you can see firefighters are on scene. And this is it here. Again, 207 Cessna. And then moving on, we have this Cessna that went down in Iceland with that Josh Newman skateboarder, February 3rd, 2022, found at the bottom of the lake. 1,000 people came out to help. This is Josh Newman here. This was real sad, famous skateboarder. And then all the people in Iceland that came to help that one. And then now February 24th, a Cessna 208B in San Diego, 2 injured. You can see the beautiful aircraft here as it came in hard on its nose. March 8th, we have a Cessna P210N in Colorado. Firefighters are on scene. 2 got out on their own. But I remember going over this on March 8th and watching them pull hand lines here and just aggressively attacking this fire to this aircraft. And I'm so glad that the people evacuated before this fire really took control of the cockpit here. But good job to firefighters. Here's that aircraft there, the Cessna P210N. And then here you can barely see the aircraft here on the cliff. This was in Kauai right there. On March 20th, a Cessna 172 for that Civil Air Patrol that went down. No survivors on that one. March 21st, 2022, a Cessna 172 RG crashed in approach in Canada. There you can see it kind of in bad shape there. And here's the aircraft in all its glory. April 5th, 2022, a Cessna TU-206F crashed in Texas at Marlin Airport. If you remember this one from April 13th, 2022, the Cessna 208B landed on the roof of that gem processing plant in Idaho. You can see firefighters had to make access and put it out. And there's the aircraft there in all its glory. April 20th, a Cessna 185F Skywagon in Markham, Canada crashed here at night. You can see it here in the bottom right corner. And then here it is as it ended up with the wings ripped off. And then this blaze that happened April 22nd, 2022, a Cessna 340 crashed into the General Mills processing plant in Covington. If you remember that fire that happened, a lot of resources came to this one, I remember. And this is the aircraft there, that Cessna 340. April 19th is Cessna 182M Skylane. Pilots trying to hang on with that strong wind, but ends up blowing that thing over. This was in Las Vegas. And then April 26th, this aircraft gets hit by a bullet in Massachusetts. You can see the fuel tank. Luckily, this thing didn't catch fire. It was a Cessna 172N. And then a 152 flips in Ohio on April 28th. You can see that nose gear digging into the grass. May 6th, 2022, this Cessna 172 pilot and instructor had mechanical issues on takeoff. Ended up hitting this fence. This was in New Jersey. And May 6th is Cessna 421C Golden Eagle. Minutes after takeoff, you can see that fire as the aircraft came in, hit a telephone pole. ARF had to come in and go ahead and put this thing out. And here is the aircraft in all its glory, Cessna 421 Golden Eagle. May 11th, this was in Brazil. Cessna 208 Supervan 900 crashed after takeoff. Almost hit those power lines. And this is the aircraft in all its glory. And May 14th, if you remember, this Cessna 172H Skyhawk crashed into a SUV on this Haulover Bridge in Florida, catching fire. And then here, firefighters went ahead and put the crash out. May 23rd, 2022, a Cessna 172 crashed after takeoff at Prescott Regional Airport. And this is in Arizona. May 23rd, a Cessna 340 skids off the runway in Florida. And that was due to brake failure. You can see ARF's on scene. They're going to have to fix that fence for sure. And here it is up close. May 26th, Cessna 152 crashed in Wisconsin. This one was not good. This was the aircraft before. June 7th, 2022, a Cessna V206F flipped on the reef in Tahiti. Hopefully they got that fuel spills contained. This was the aircraft here. June 16th, the Cessna TR-182 in-flight fire in California. Minor injuries, but not much left of the aircraft. And here it is prior. And then June 16th, if you remember, this T-206 ditched into Lady Bird Lake in Texas. Had smoke in the cockpit. And they were rescued, which is awesome. And here's the aircraft here. So I'm going to stop right there. That's halfway. That's 6 months only. We got 6 months more coming up on part 2. I'll see you guys next time.